Hello everybody, my name is Scatter. Welcome back to Divine Journey 2. So despite the power mishap from last time, we still are running pretty low on power. So I'm going to do something about that. And to that end, I've made a little RF Tools Tier 3 crafter with 8 full slots for recipes. And we're going to make solar panels. So these are, tiered and they build on each other. So you need tier 1 to make tier 2 and so on and so on and so on. So we can get up to tier 5 right now, and they make 512 RF per tick, which is a really high amount, especially if we're going to have like a stack of them. I don't know how many we're going to make, but I am going to auto-craft them because, if I wanted a stack of 5s, I would have to make 16 stacks, I think, right? Because they half every time of the tier 1s, and like, I'm not doing that myself, man, come on. Like in the Discord, people were saying they just, crafted them themselves by hand, but I'm like, no, we're not going to do that here. Here we auto-craft, and it feels good to be able to say that and not be lying. So let's fill this up with some relevant recipes. Unfortunately, it does seem like we need just one extra recipe tier in here to actually get all the way up to solar panel 5 here. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep everything the way it is. And in terms of raw materials, it's really not too bad. Maybe I could even get another crafter and make all the different kinds of glass. Because, like, just to automate, like, having the dyes for that and whatnot. Because it is kind of annoying. Like, we need blue, cyan, and light blue glass. That's going to be really annoying to make. And we're automating the dyes already. So that would be... And then I can make the mirrors because we're pulling in glass there anyway. Okay, yeah, so instead of a mirror here, we're going to make this one, and that can go to the external. So let me make another crafter to push into that one. And boom. I didn't realize you could actually place the crafters like kind of on their backs like this. That was a total accident, and it's a little bit bothersome. I'm going to fix it. Does it matter at all? No. Is that much, much, much better? I think so, yeah. Now, actually, as a matter of fact, I am going to move this down a little bit more just because I'm going to have to put a conduit in between in order to get the items to and from, because I don't want to mess up the, this is the main conduit network that goes to the doors. I don't want to pollute that with more channels. So I need some power and other fluics, and we can throw that down right there. So this one is not going to connect to any of this other stuff, and we will just have you there, and then you will make all of this. And you may notice that I did have to upgrade this crafter. That's fine, because I did just need 5 recipes. But I think maybe if I won't extend this one, I guess, because it's full, but maybe I'll end up using this one for more. It's fine. It's totally fine the way it is. Okay, and now let's just connect this, and I'm kind of surprised that that doesn't connect to the conduits on either side by default. Maybe I had them connected before and broke the connection and it remembered or something crazy like that. Not going to worry about it too much. Need a capacity card in here, and then it works out pretty well. Oh no, wait, this also needs the we're actually making the mirror in here as well, right? So this just also needs mana dust, and then external. Okay, excellent. And apply, and yeah, okay, that works. So I should be able to make everything here with one capacity card die. So green, blue, and white, and your mana dust. There you are. Okay, so device online. So as soon as I start making room, this should be good. And let's turn on a round robin there. And hopefully that won't fill up more than one thing. Round robin should make that pretty well. There we go. Okay, very good. So light blue being there is fine. So we're getting light blue, cyan, and then I just need some lapis in there. But as soon as lapis gets put in, it's gonna... Okay, whatever. Just remember these. And so then I can... I guess I could, like, catch it, but might be kind of stupid. Am I going to have to wait for it to fill up? Let me take these out. Oh no. Oh, well, at least it's going. At least it's going kind of fast here. I'll just wait for it to back up. In the meantime, I got the other export bus kitted out with everything I need here, and that should be good. Oh, of course, this happened. Yeah. Okay. So cyan. So yeah, this is. Just put a lapis in. No, because you're taking up the. That sucks. I'm just gonna need to grab a stack of lapis and then hit R before it uses it all. This is a reflex test. You guys didn't realize it was this kind of game, but it totally is. So there we go. Now this should work completely as intended, and I can forget, and then you should fill up the output with everything you need, and that works amazingly. Okay, the only other thing I need, well, no, I was gonna say I need glass in this one as well, but I actually don't. I don't think so. But then, yeah, this stuff. And then I will pull all that out to my inventory because this is going to be the nicest way to do this. There, 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 and there. And now, if I take this out, we just start putting you on round robin as well. So there's the electrical steel coming in. There's some of the other mirrors coming in. Now that's bad. We don't want that. That's good. That's good. We can remember. No, we can't remember because I need to take the cobble out. That's fine. No, you can't go there yet. No, don't. Stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Okay. Turn you off for now. Stop doing that. Redstone is good. What else do we need here? I know Empowered Inori I don't have any of. Invar Gear I probably don't have any of. Is that going to be it? Is that all that I have? I will just remember you for now. Take you out and forget. Now, you can't make anything yet. See, birch planks, stone. Oh, regular stone. Regular stone, I forgot. Okay. Item ID number 1. Classic. Okay. And now you just get some regular stone in. Perfect. Now remember you. Now you should make the first level of the solar panel, right? Or at least you should be able to. And do you have, you do have the ingredients, you just don't have the space. So I didn't mean to, okay, that's fine. So take you out and now, yes, perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. Are you able to upgrade to 2 yet? There are pistons, there are at least 8. And, but if I hit forget right now, that stone is going to go away. Kind of a rough go, these machines. I can just grab some stone. I do wish, if anybody knows of like a better way to do what I've been doing here, please let me know. But they do just seem finicky, and it's almost like a puzzle in itself, trying to figure out kind of how to work them. Okay, so you forget, and then you're making the next tier, which is great. The photovoltaic cell, conductive iron I need here as well. I think that's probably the last thing. Hopefully it is, because it is the last slot I have. But it should be fine. Now, instead of just waiting for that to actually show up, I will grab one. I'll actually grab a stack. Fuck it. I'm auto-crafting a ton of this because it's a very prominent material in ME storage, which by this point I think I have enough of for now, but I know that's not going to be true forever. So I am just going to go ahead and keep it going now. So here, this glass, and we're good on that. So then I take this out. Why aren't you crafting? So it goes to the internal buffer. It's 3 mirrors. Oh, I don't have enough mirrors because I'm not pulling those in. Okay. And now, what was there that is now not there? That's what I'm concerned about. I don't know. Maybe it was nothing. I mean, it was obviously something. Is it a concern? I don't know. Could very well be a concern. It was the tier 1 solar panel. Okay. So if I forget there, tier 1 solar panel, remember, before everything gets used up. More mirrors in. There we go. So that's fine. Okay. Well, you can kind of see how this is going to go. Stuff like the Invar gears and the bimetal gears that I'm not auto-crafting, I'm just going to make sure to just make a bunch of and hopefully that'll be good. But yeah, I'll finish getting this set up, and then hopefully we can get some solar power. So we have everything here, except for the empowered Inori, which mercifully is pretty easy to make. It's just the Inori, of course, which is ultimately just iron, and then it's silicon, snow, steel gears, and iron gears. The gears are the worst part, but still not really that bad. So I'll get at least one of these here. The way that you do this, by the way, I figured out moments ago, is you just have all these recipes set to keep one item in every inventory slot, and then you can forget the remembered layout, but there's no risk of like the things going away because it always keeps one. So with that, you can kind of replace them like that, and that's fine. But with that though, I should be able to just say remember again, because that should be oh, except for the actual final solar panel itself. So I need two of these crystals for that. 6 will do. So I'll get those 6. I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and 1, 2, 3 of those, and I'll just go craft some manually. I'll also have to grab some of these out into my inventory just to get the quests. So I will do that as well. But there we go. Solar panel tier 5. So each of these on its own, these 2 that I just made, and it really didn't even take that much effort. That alone is like the power of a diesel generator, I think. No, they do like 4. So, but it's like these 2, they're like a quarter of the power of a diesel gen, which is pretty insane. And really, really good. And we'll just throw that there. So there that is. And then you can make as many of those as you want. And, oh, they go to the output. Of course they go to the output, right? Yeah, okay. Very, very, very good. Now, in setting up these solar panels, so they obviously only work in the daytime because they're solar panels. What I've heard of people doing is taking them to the Twilight Forest and using them there. And I'll probably do that. It's about 56%, I think, effective. Because, you know, it's twilight. It's not, you know, as bright there. But I think it should be fine. That should be all the quests there, though. Assuming you only need 1 solar panel for each one. It looks like it is. Let's just bask in the jingles. And, of course, you're going to do that to me. Okay, what else do you need? Because I know there is a, like a tier of these. 1? Wait. Solar panel 2. Okay. And yeah, this is the other thing too. There's this efficiency upgrade, transfer rate upgrade too, but I don't think transfer rate is going to be an issue. I guess if you have enough efficiency upgrades to necessitate it, that's what that's for. Double the 20 efficiency upgrades will double the power generation, and the efficiency upgrades are really not that bad to make. So I probably will go ahead. 20 for each panel though is a lot. And just for doubling it, I feel like I'd rather just double the amount of panels. I don't know. And how like crazy set. Well, I mean, I guess if I'm using resonance, since it isn't throughput like I talked about, if I have one of these connected to each solar panel, then each of the solar panels is going to be able to put out 50,000 RF per tick. Now, obviously they don't, but that means there's no bottleneck in terms of that. This is going to be a very souped up power system, I think. It is going to be limited. If I do it in the Twilight Forest, it is going to be limited by the transfer rate of the power cells, which is very slightly annoying, but it's really not too bad. Every last photon. All right, we're only halfway through the solar panel quest line, if you can believe that. But let's go for Invar there, just because I'm auto-crafting the other thing. None of this stuff really matters anyway. Too much at this point. And 6 Inori crystals. So obviously this is not real auto crafting right now, because I'm just like throwing everything in. But that's fine. What am I missing there? Bimetal gear. Yeah, okay, so you can just do that, and then if I want to, I can change this back to use all. And that'll just be very slightly more efficient. And now, Should be able to make a lot more of these bimetal gears. I have 113, so a stack of these will use 4 stacks of dark steel. Not too concerned about that. I'll just make all of them, whatever. It's fine. And then we'll get some solar panels from that. So, did I not just have a whole bunch of these? I did not take them out. Okay, 20 is fine for now. Let's go get these set up. Okay, so I need to grab the resonant. I will take 2 stacks. Probably plenty. And let's go to the Twilight Forest. Now again, I do have the option of just setting them up in the overworld. That I imagine would be 50% uptime, right? Because even though they would work during like the transition, like they would only not work in like pure... Oh my god. I don't know why that was so loud. They would only work in like pure... They would only not work rather in like pure darkness, right? So probably wouldn't be that bad. But I don't know. Let's just do it this way for now. I can always move them. It's not like this is a permanent decision. But let's clear this out a little bit. And I think the way I want to do it is let's have the power cell here. And let's just have some flex ducts just going up a little bit. And I'm not sure why I want to do this. I imagine higher height isn't like better. Oh, no. Higher height is probably not like better in terms of power gen. However, it is going to be a lower chance that we're going to get blocked by like trees, right? Which is my main concern. Now, I just took fall damage, very slight amount of fall damage, but that's the thing. Because I have these sprint leggings now, I don't get the set bonus of no fall damage from the real might. Now, I do have feather falling 4, so it's not going to be the worst thing ever. I did go straight up and back down with the Sky Soarer, and I only took about 15 hearts of fall damage, which when you have like... No, I only took 5 hearts of fall damage, actually. Yeah, I was looking at that wrong. So I'm really not too concerned about it at all. And you shouldn't be either on my behalf. So it looks like we're high up enough here now. Let's just go ahead and make a little square. I have 20 of these. And I realize I'm kind of like backed into a corner in terms of the dimensions of this rectangle. Wait, no, I'm not. 4 times 5 is 20. We're good. And we're going to be adding to it anyway, so does it really matter? No. But it's always nice to do math. Right? Everybody agrees with that, right? But okay, now I don't know if there's any sort of efficiency thing in terms of placing these together versus like separated or anything like that, but I think they should be fine. So solar flux. So these 20, again, 10,000 RF per tick from these alone, which is really insane. My only worry, like I say, is the transfer rate of the advanced power cell. But let's go in. I mean, you can't really complain about that, can you? I just need a couple more cards to link it with this one. So let me go make and grab some of those cards just so I don't have to come back here. I swear these are the most annoying items of all time. Okay, I think if I take this stack of 2 and put them both in here, now they're both linked. Link ID 8. Okay, now if we head back to the power plant, I can pretty much put this power cell anywhere. And because it's an input to the system, I want to have it before the buffer, right? Like, does it really matter? Like, yeah, because it'll turn off the diesel gens if it's high enough. Yeah, I mean, I can just put it up here. And I mean, like... Do I want to put it like up here somewhere? I mean, nah, that's fine. It works. It works. But then that's hard to get at. No, I'll put it over here. Let's put it over. No, that's too close. That's too close to those. Does it? None of this matters. Why do I care? I just want it to be a good design here. Okay, link ID 8. Right? There we go. So you're getting that. And then you want to go out. And so you're draining into the buffer, which is good. And then you're able to output to the whole rest of the system. Now, my one... I can't really reach that from here, can I? My one concern with this system... And I believe that I am being proven right. is that it's not chunk loaded. So I'm going to have to go back to Twilight Forest and chunk load that. I hope that I didn't build it on a chunk border, or else I'm going to have to move everything. But I can just go do that. These things always happen to me. So I moved everything to be inside the chunk, and I chunk loaded it. And now if I let this build up, sure enough, we get some power gen now. 10,000 RF per tick. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's not like crazy. And I don't know what the transfer rate to 20,000 RF per tick. So we're not bottlenecked by the power cells just yet, which is good. So that just must mean I'm using it all, which is good, but that's a huge bolster to the power. Now this is still burning through it. And I do wonder if that's just the builder. Although honestly, the builder is almost kind of done getting everything it can from the section of the deep dark. Now I don't know how far the offset can go, but yeah, this is building you up there. So I imagine that's using a lot of it. So the builder's going to burn through that, but it's not going to interface with our power generation right now. I have no idea what that sound is. That's fine. So now that that's turned off, are you now building up power? Still no? Really? 10,000 RF per tick and I'm still just burning through it? Okay, no, now I'm generating it? Okay. I don't know what happened there, because I think I just like turned that off and on again, which I shouldn't really be surprised that that fixed something, because it usually does. But yeah, okay. So I mean, if it doesn't totally fix our power issue, it's a huge power bonus. Well, it's not 10,000 RF per tick, right? Because they're about half capacity in Twilight Forest. So call it about 5,000. So it's about an extra diesel gen, but I am going to make more. How many do you have in your buffer now? Oh, none. Good. What are you even missing? Oh, right. So I need to automate birch both for this now and for rosin. So let me get that set up, because that's something that's been a little bit overdue. And yeah, this is just all kinds of neat progress today. All right, so in setting up the farming station for birch, given what happened with the tree farming station from a few episodes back, I definitely want to set it up somewhere that's not kind of in the middle of all this. So I'm going to put it up there and just have the products go into here, and then they can be imported into the drawers. And I'll probably just void them so I can get a ton and not have to really worry about it. But in doing so, I had to clear out a pretty large area up there for it. And I figured, you know, this is a good time to make what we can actually make now. Pretty recently, we've been able to make this, but we can now. It's just redstone alloy, some enderium, ultimate control circuits, and this coated clathrate stuff. And it's the destruction gadget, which is cool. Very dangerous, but we get the quest for it there. Very cool. So let's have a look. Where are we at? There we are. Destruction gadget. So we get some atomic alloys back. Needs to be charged. Shift right click, open the GUI. Do not accidentally use this near your infrastructure. It voids, blocks, it mines. Right. So I'm very nervous to use this, but I think it'll go okay. I haven't used one in quite a while, and it's going to take a while to fully charge here, but I'll just take it out now. Yeah, 138k, that should be plenty for what we need, I think. So here's the farming station, right? And so it's 7 blocks away. So it's going to be 15 by 15 total. So I want 7 blocks clearance on either side. So let's go ahead and say we want to go up. We'll go up all the way, and then left 7, right 7. And actually, we'll just make it 10 just to give us a little bit of leeway there. And then we'll go 10 back as well. And then down 0, I think, works because negative numbers are invalid. Down 1? Is this just too big? Oh, no, 10 by 10. 10 on left and right is too big. Okay. So let's just do 7 and 7 then. And then we can still go that far back. No, what the hell? Up 15? There we go. Okay. Yes, okay. So this is what I wanted. 16 and 0 would work just as well. So we're going to avoid that. Let's do it. Now, did that use up all the power I had? It did. So I am going to need to let it charge up some more. I didn't realize it took quite as much power as it does. Please don't void this when I right click. Thank you. All right, so I'll let that charge and come right back. Well, this is something I didn't realize before. The charging station, I think, is a bit limited on how fast it can charge stuff, but you can just put stuff straight into the energy cube, and it literally just charged up immediately and took a big chunk out. So that should be actually good now to do our destruction. Let's try it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, it went down an extra block. But you know what? That's fine, because I would have had to put dirt there anyway. So that's totally fine. And it used up a lot of this power, which is fine. You know? That's what we want. Just get as much of that as you can. And I think that should be good, really. I just need to do everything else with dirt. Now, the exchanging gadget would be a decent idea for this, but I think we can't quite make this until Osmiridium. Right, so I will get this farming station all set up, and then we'll be finally actually getting wood automatically. All right, I've connected this up to here with signal-plated item ducts, so that has power, and as soon as we set it up, it's going to go into the ME system, which is great. Don't fall off, please. Thank you. So servo out, turn that on, and you need a capacitor, you need an axe, and I'll put that there just because that's where the slot is. Probably doesn't matter. And I will give you all of these. Lock it in. And now, so it has no hoe, no seeds. Shouldn't need a hoe, right, for trees, I would assume. I would hope. Maybe I will need to just go grab one. Okay, well now it just says no hoe. I'm gonna grab a hoe from here. Maybe it does need a hoe just like to do the planting. So it will actually need both. So you have no hoe for now, which is fine. And then you, whoop. You take that. Now, okay, yeah, so it does need a hoe just to plant the trees, which is fine. And I will go ahead and just bring this dirt all the way back here just for the look, because the range is actually not this high, but that's totally fine. We don't need it super high. This is already going to give us like more wood than we know what to do with. And actually, before it starts to make any of that, I need to make room in the drawers. But other than that, this should be everything we need for a tree farm, which is great. Now, here's the thing with the tree farm. Would it be faster if everything was on calyx soil from roots? Yes, I think. Do I care? Time will tell. It remains to be seen. I don't think I care. I think that can just be a passive source of logs, of wood, and that should be plenty. Now, what I need to do, though, that's going to get me logs and saplings and whatnot, of course. But what I really want is planks and rosin, right? So I did have somewhere over here, did I not have a setup for rosin? Yes, here we go. So this goes in with, so I didn't actually set this up to pull from the ME system, but now I can. So birch wood. So birch wood is going to go in there. We're going to sawmill that up. We're going to do all that good stuff, which is good. So tree oil. So that gets us, yeah, rosin, and then, yeah. Yeah, right? Because then, right, yeah, so the rosin, you get rosin from this sometimes, and then the rosin can be used to make this, or you can do the tree oil, which is consistent. Okay, so if I leave this how it is, then we will get passive, well, the rest of these will be coded class rate, which is great, but then we will just get passive wood, planks, rosin, all good stuff. Okay. So as soon as that stuff starts to grow a little bit, which should hopefully be soon here, we are going to start ramping that up. And with that, that's the only thing that we're actually missing here for solar panels. So if we take a look at the system, it has plenty of everything except for the birchwood planks. And as soon as it does have more stuff, then we're going to be able to get a few more solar panels out. Not going to overdo it on the solar panels, I don't think, but the more the better, really. And I can always upgrade them later, and, you know, because it halves every time, that's something that we're definitely going to never be able to have too much of, I think. I'm not sure if the solar panels are always going to be our best option for power, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they were. But that should be it for the solar panel saga. And now we need to find out what else we're going to do. Well, I didn't realize how far into this one we were, so just to close out the episode, I do need to fix the farm. I did not realize that the saplings won't grow like that. You have to plant them in like a checkerboard pattern. So something like that. Now, I don't know if there's a way to automatically do that. I guess we don't want them to be planted with, you know, the farming station, so we can just plant them normally. Now, I don't know, are they going to like replant where they are? Maybe I can put another one in and then, no, because that's, now it's doing that. No, and I don't want you to do that. So, I'm not sure about this one. It's not looking like it will replant. But IO, don't pull anything out right now. Just keep it in there because I have to set up the drawers. Yeah, I'm not sure how to... Is that 7? It is. Well, I mean, they're growing fast enough, which is good. You set up for the wood. And then you over here, you want to be the planks. Okay, so now you're good for the ME system. Yeah, I just don't know what to do about the farming station here. Like, you need the hoe to replant, but then if you have the hoe, let me just get, I'll set up everything. I'll set up an entire checkerboard pattern here, and then maybe it'll start working. Okay, I thought about it for 2 seconds, and I realized the solution to this is just to make a checkerboard pattern of the blocks so that the trees can only be planted in a checkerboard pattern. So that's fine, and that's something that the building gadget is actually fantastic at. So we can do something like this, right? Something like that, and then you will just build. And actually, if we go place inside, then I can actually just right-click on existing ones, and it'll just continue the pattern, which is great. Super convenient. And then we can do this for the dirt as well. So that shouldn't take too long here. And then once we have this finished, we will be able to, of course, set up the farming station. Now, why do you not want to go? Oh, because it needs to be offset too. That's how a checkerboard pattern works, right? So, yes, okay, there we go. Now this is all making sense to me. Right? We haven't, like, totally messed up anything here. Now, I don't think this is, like, fully optimal, you know, but it doesn't need to be. It just needs to work. And I believe this will work. Of course, we do have some extra blocks there, but okay. And that works just as well for that. And now right click there. And the great thing about the building gadget is that it can pull from the dank null, which is good. So if we do surface, no, not surface, if we do horizontal wall, so that's basically like a floor, then we can just right click here in the middle, and as long as we're placing inside, it's not going to replace any blocks, right? Because that's not what this one does. And I'm stuck here, so I'm just going to do this. But I think this should work. Place inside. What is the range on here? 13. Let's just go 15 range. And that should just about do it for our checkerboard pattern. There we go. And I'll just do these last few manually. And then we can get rid of these. Okay, and unless I'm missing something here, this is going to be, something looks wrong in this corner, but I think it's just the dirt and the grass kind of conflicting and making it look odd. I did miss one here. I think other than that, oh no, over here as well. So it's not a perfect system. I mean it is if you do it right, but it's a little bit easy to mess up. But okay, now I think this is good. Yes, okay. So now I can throw these back in, unlock all these slots, throw those back in, and get everything planted up here. Now that is going to be what we want. So now I can just leave this running. I can get as much wood as I want. And that is perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. And I'm almost certain that that'll work now. So now I think is a good place to sign off. So if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.